Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jeremy. We are in the new game room.
Press start, let the adventures unfold. Retro game fan.
Hey guys, welcome back. I am so excited to finally be back. I feel like my favorite TV show. Oh my gosh, that is all kinds of blurry over here. I just realized. Hold on, we're gonna rinse and reset. Okay, so I feel like I'm Top Gear. If you've ever watched Top Gear, tell me down below. Best TV show if you're a car guy like myself. But I ain't talking about Top Gear. That's Top Gear America or the new Top Gear with Joey from Friends. I'm talking about the OG with Jeremy, like myself, and Richard and James. Fire. And I used to love it. Every time they had a new season come out, they're like, we're back! We're back! We're back! Right? So that's kind of how I feel right now. I'm back! We are in the game room, guys. It has been a video waited way too long. This has been in the making since January, I think, was the last time I did a video. Anyways, it's been a minute. We've done a lot. We moved. That's a big one. I needed more space. My wife needed more space. The kids wanted more space. Everybody wanted more space. We're in the process of actually selling our old house right now. It is bittersweet because I love what God has blessed us with in that other house. That was our first big purchase for us, and so many other things. And I don't want to bore you with all those details because you're not here about those. You're here for the games. Anyways, let's get into it. This is going to be a game room tour 2025, about halfway through the year. Sorry again it took so long, but this is what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to go over here, shake the remote because the TV's getting a little dark looking. Look at that. She woke up. Woo! You see that behind me? Oh, baby. We're going to start on the other side of the room first. When you walk up the stairs, this is what you're greeted with. Look at this. Yes, it's over there as well. My game room was a little over 100 square feet, maybe 110 square feet. This is pushing 900 square feet. I needed the space. How can I say I love it? Woo, God is good. He's given me such an opportunity. My wife such an opportunity. So excited. Let's get into it. Starting on this side of the room when you walk up the stairs. Boom. First thing you're going to see, I bought a showcase. I know, a showcase. It doesn't have LED strip. I'm going to get an LED strip for it. I mean, technically it had one, but it was grody. I'm using it to hold toys. Look at that. You can see in there we got the Congo figures, some tailspins. Look at this. If you want, I saw this at Goodwill, brand new. It is ugly, but whatever. And because who really uses video cassette library? But I thought it was cool. And you can rent this VCR per day for $4.99, right? Ninja Turtle wrap, brand new factory sale. I put it in a shell. You guys have already seen that. Got Mario, toys from when I was a kid, toys that, I mean, just look at all this. That was mine. I love having this stuff on display in here, but we are going to get some LED lights and light it up. Back here, we got Planet of the Apes, Batman, DeLorean. Who doesn't love a DeLorean? Star Wars, Turtles. He's looking confused. That's from a friend. And that, I was going to do a really cool review on that. Guys, this thing is legitly awesome. Jurassic Park favorite of all time. I haven't even actually opened it yet. I took it out of the cardboard just to display it when we moved in. Otherwise, I haven't even looked inside of that yet. Oh, it's crazy. Bought this from a lady with a bunch of stuff you'll see around the room. This is some GameStop poster of some kind, basically, or store display. We have games here from my guy Joe that I bought. I picked this up off of Marketplace. Look at that. Pac-Man, the board game. How fire is that? I got this really cool little display for candy. Look, my kids have been stealing my candy. I got toys down here. I got some posters. These are calendars. This one I think is actually from Retro Rick. So Rick, if you ever see this, I bought this from you on a Whatnot. The other one underneath it is 1992. I bought that from a guy here in the Orlando area. Worth a lot more money than 1991. I don't know what was so special about 92. Anyways, our little chihuahuas. Yo quiero Taco Bell. And, oh, look, I got some stickers from Red Weekend. I got to get those somewhere. Anyway, so that's this little spot here. The other thing you're gonna see over here too is I got my Ford neon light I won at a Christmas party because I work for Ford, well, a dealer Ford. Come in, we're open. This is really cool. You can actually make it brighter. Got this little button down here. Look at that. You can make it brighter and you can make it dimmer. Either way, it's pretty cool. Little spot, I'm gonna put some Jelly Bellies, another dog. Got my Model 3 with the CRT VCR combo. Got more toys. Look at that. Creepy crawlies. Who remembers the creepy crawlies? That's mine from a kid. From when I was a kid, not from a kid. Anyways, we'll move around the room. Look at this. Halo. This is a TV I bought. I gotta adjust the settings on it. I just plugged it in. Anyways, I'm gonna take care of it. But this is a 55-inch. I think it's a rear projection CRT, they call it. I could be wrong. It says Vega. It is a Sony. All that fun stuff. XBR or SXBR. I don't know. It's super cool. I love this thing. It's period, I think, if I'm not mistaken, to the Xbox, which was what my goal was. I'll get into my goal a little more in a minute here, but I love the stand, the original remote. I got a VCR down there. That one's trash, but that one's my good one. A Wii that I picked up. I got a flip. Super cool. Love, love, love this thing. Love this thing. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Anyways, moving on from there to here, you guys have seen this. I got to hang that. You guys have seen that in a previous video. I bought that from Jake at Really Rad Weekend, along with some other stuff you've seen in here. That is probably going to hang right there above the showcase, because that's going to be like, I'm going to get to it in a minute. Well, no, I'll just tell you now. Okay, the showcase is, my idea up here was used rental store, like a video game rental store, not necessarily a used video game store, because I don't want to be one of those. What I do want to be is like a used rental store, right? Like a Mr. Video where I grew up at, or like a Family Video kind of thing. But it's not going to be one of those. It's going to be my own video stores. I don't know what I'll call it. Maybe I'll have a name one day, but that's why the showcase is there. I was going to get like a little register and stuff and try to make it look like a 1990s, 80s rental store that you would have seen. And that's why you see all the shelves over there the way they are, but they're loaded with games. Not the way you would think in a rental store, obviously, but let's face it, you'll see why. Moving on over here, like I said, look at this. We got the huge Carnotaurus, I think. I can't even pronounce it right now. I'm gonna flip. Look at this, we got the original walkie-talkies finally on display. I got this really cool Lost World Cup, picked it up at Gucci Will. Power Rangers puzzle my wife got me. This is the Barbasol can. Actually has Barbasol on it, but the screensaver, minty with the 3.5 discs inside. My dinosaur. Yeah, look at that. 1990s, him, the T-Rex, the Triceratops. All these guys over here, the Burger King watch, one of them, some pins. Love it. As we keep moving over here, I got Brain from Pinky and the Brain. Look at this. I never showed you guys, I don't think. Check this out. You would think from the creators of The Land Before Time, not a big deal. Look at that. For promotional use only, not for sale. And on the back, look at that. Compliments of Pizza Hut. I bought this thing at Gucci. I was in shock. Absolute shock. This was sitting on the shelf for 59 cents. Pizza Hut. This is like $100 at the time. I want to say it was like $100 VHS. That is not leaving the collection. We got us another brand new Applause Mario with the tags, the hat. I have two of these little ones and a big one over there, same condition. Donkey Kong, all this other stuff over here. Anyways, this is just more of my toy wall. Darkwing Duck, my yo-yos. Look at this. This is part of the, we'll get to the games, guys. Trust me, we'll get to the games. We got Pogs. Anyways, I bought this really cool freestanding shelf. I could put things on the other side of it, but it's against the wall right now. You know, we got Turtles, Sugar Snaps Bear, G.I. Joe, Nerf. Who doesn't love this 90s Nerf? Look at that. And more Turtle stuff. Look at that. Harry and the Hendersons, I love that. I picked that Yoshi up at Gucci as well. Over here, I don't have that turned on, but that's, you guys have seen that before. It's like a 50s, 60s, whatever it is, lava lamp space rocket. Picked that up at a garage sale for like $5. Super cool, never getting rid of it. If I'm not mistaken, it goes for a lot on eBay, but I think it's cool. And then we got all the systems. Now I've gone through, I'm gonna stop. Okay, so I've gone through and I literally bought a huge, I'm gonna see if I can show you or not. I don't know if you'll see it. Ooh, see that back down there? See that really long power strip? I bought 2 of those. They hold like 24 a piece. That's like 48 outlets. I don't like it when those long strips are that close together, because let's face it, not every plug is today's kind of plug. A lot of these old systems use bricks. They got their little transformer, whatever you want to call it. And it's like I bought 24 outlets, but I really have access to like 12, or really more like 18, because some of them are, you put 3 bricks in there, you're going to lose about 6 for sure. So anyways, take it for what it's worth. But we have over here, we have the Sega Genesis Model 1, the CD, the 32X. Moving on down from there, we have, I'm going to just turn the camera. All right, here we go. Model 1 Genesis, Sega CD Model 2, 32X, all hooked up. Don't pay attention to the cords. PS2 Slim, my Nomad, which you guys have seen, Eric did a phenomenal job. New screen, recapped it, all that fun stuff. Wii U, my 3DO, GameCube, Xbox. I know it works. I don't ever use it. It's not even hooked up. My Saturn, my Jungle Green 64. That is on this end, but the cool thing keeps moving down here. You guys have seen this before. If you're not, another thing I bought from Jake at Rad Weekend, World of Nintendo fiber optic. Love it. I did see a couple of them, obviously, over here. You can see are not like lighting up, but they're inside and they do light up. They just got to be reattached. I don't know how to do it. I'm scared to mess with it. Eventually, I'll figure it out, or I'll get the nerve. Down here underneath, Master Chief, another Halo, Days of Play Slim, PS4 Pro Star Wars, and my actual mine Destiny Edition PlayStation 4. And then I bought this because I always wanted one of these. 1989, I think it is, Ninja Turtle trash can. Beautiful condition. We're also moving over here. We have the Switch, my Switch 1. My son just got a Switch 2, so he's jacked. But my Switch 1, OLED, Zelda, my Master System. We have the PlayStation 1. We have the wiring fiasco that I do not know what happened, but it's froze. Anyways, here we go. 12 feet, like I said, you're going to have to just deal with the bar. There's nothing you can do about the bar. It is what it is. The bar is there. But it's a video wall box that's down there, and I've got an HDMI splitter as well with it. Technically, I could run 4 of these things. 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, however you want to run it. My ceiling is 8 feet, so it's a little shorter up here because I have like 10 foot downstairs, but it's beautiful. I watch movies on this. It's just phenomenal. So worth it. If you ever have the opportunity to hook 2 75 inches together, do it. Over top, we've got my estate sale finds from Kristen. If you guys remember, she went to an estate sale, bought me a ton of stuff. These are brand new. You can see there's tags still on these guys. Anyways, moving on from there, we got more of my plushies. Love my Garfield, love my Elf. Look at that, Captain Crunch. Love it, World of Nintendo, or the Nintendo World Championship. Anyways, moving on over here. PS5, the original launch one, still running strong. TurboGrafx CD, Dreamcast, 360, my cool Spot. You guys have seen that before. I love him. He is brand new. I have 3 of them. 2 open and 1 in the box. I don't know how I got so lucky. Wii, Mario, Super Nintendo, and that's it over here, because other stuff like the Xbox is over there. Look at this though. Ramon, the DVD player with the box. This thing has never been used, guys. I literally took it out of the box. Look at this. It says push to open. How cool is that? It's the DVD, and then when you're done, you just push the lid down, and everything comes back up. Look at that. And the remote, look at that. I mean, you can still see the plastic still on it. How cool is that? Got this, again, at Gucci. It was not cheap, though. They were determined to get as much as they could for it. Picked this up from the lady I told you guys about on the other side of the room, that poster. This, she said, came out of a Best Buy. So this is old. I mean, look at that 360. That's the OG Xbox. Then you've got this I picked up. If you don't know, this is the Indiana Jones Collector's Edition that just came out. This is the globe. Has a little airplane. You know how the airplane follows, where's it at? It follows the, oh my gosh, I wish it would spin. Here we go. It follows right here. You know how the plane like follows, like, and you see it flying along and stuff like that. Anyways, you can go ahead and right here, watch this, you ready? It pops open and there's a journal inside. Fire. I told my wife I want her to do it. If you haven't followed her channel, Kristen Swain, go check her out on YouTube. She does amazing junk journals and all kinds of crafting stuff. I asked her to make me the Grail Diary. Oh, let's move on from there to this beautiful, amazing, look at this thing. This is the original 1993 Data East, beautiful condition. I got it set up for free play. Jurassic Park Pinball, look at that. Oh, and has the original keys. And, are you guys ready for this? Look at this. Look at this, look at this. You see this? The original manual. I just accidentally pulled this off the other day by accident, but this is literally the whole, this is the schematics, everything on this machine. I have never in my life seen that. I've seen these for sale. 90% of the time they're missing the topper. Okay, now we got more space. I keep running out of space. I'm trying to be fast. Shouldn't be using my phone. I should be using the camera. But anyways, there we go. Jurassic Park Pinball. Moving over here. You guys have seen this before. Why is the light on? There we go. I bought that off eBay. You guys have seen that before. I got that for a birthday present, I think for my wife, or a Father's Day gift, whatever. I think it was a birthday gift though. Super awesome, double-sided, you've seen that before, but I got this from Jake, the Sega cabinet. And I've got in here, as you can see, I got my Cool Spot, love Cool Spot. I got some games you gotta have, right? My most expensive, Musha. And moving down, minty Atari Pro 7800 series, that same one I had, not the same, but the same one I had. And PlayStation 1 and my anniversary edition factory sealed that I got on lunch from my nephew. Helped me out with it. What is going on here? This thing keeps locking up. Probably because I got the Game Genie plugged into it. Woo, moving on. We got my Jurassic Park AOP jacket with a Velocicoaster launch t-shirt that I found at Goodwill behind it. Halo 4 box promotional thing came from the lady that had that one. And I'm gonna just reset this real quick because that's gonna drive me nutty. Is that looking good? Yeah, that looks good. Oh, I did it again. I don't know what is going on. It says good and then, oh, there it goes. Now it's okay. Come on, baby. Shut up. There we go. Perfect. Then we have here the Nintendo N64 cabinet, double-sided Nintendo. Last item that I had bought from Jake. No, not the last item. I bought that. Let's circle back to him real quick. Guys, look at this. I can't tell you how excited I am. I met Charles, the voice of Mario, at Collecticon here in Orlando. I took this. I had him sign it. Now, I can't show you video that we kind of sneaked because Nintendo doesn't want you recording, the lady said. But he was all too happy to sign this guy for me. I got some pictures. Boom, we're gonna put some pictures up here. Super cool, super fun. Anyways, this is the last of those items, but I also got that from Charles while I was there, a PSA signed 80s Nintendo game pack. This is factory sealed because I love the World Championship. That's the original Switch that we had got for my son that he no longer wants, hasn't wanted it in a long time. The 2DS, which you'll see why I have that a little bit, my factory sealed Switch Zelda. We've got the Game Boy printer, beautiful minty shape, factory sealed. I'm gonna slide this open so you can see better. My factory sealed Game Boy camera back there. Picked it up at Goodwill, paid way too much for it, but it sat for a long time, so I think I got it for half off, so it was still too much. But NES controllers, got those from Retro Rick. This I picked up at a toy store, Zelda, Target. the challenge set. Got this on Whatnot. There's my box, my Virtual Boy, and my favorite Nintendo 64 console. It's just a boring console. All you're really paying for is the box. Anyways, let's keep going. Look at this. I gotta take care of this. And I got the cage over there, but we got the skee ball set up in here. Got some Addams Family. Who doesn't love Addams Family? This was on, you can see if you recognize this behind. This is the same one that Charles had at his booth. Got this from a buddy of mine. All these games in here. These are just NES games. And anyways, really cool. It's kind of beat up. I'm definitely going to probably rip it apart, clean it, all this stuff. Carfax, got that from my guy at Carfax. My Victor Martinez, Detroit Tigers, autographed when I met him and he bought a Raptor. Look at that, my 2DS. This is why I have the 2DS over there, is because this is a 2DS kiosk. It is complete with the exception of the stand and the demo unit, which I don't give a crap about the demo unit. And then in here, you guys have seen this before, all my Ninja Turtles, action figures from when I was a kid. Over here, we got Sherlock Holmes, which looks a little crooked. I don't know why. Anyways, moving on from there. You guys have probably seen it before. This is the entrance sign from a Toys R Us. I still haven't cleaned it. I still haven't installed it. And I am going to put it up there, which is why that's open. And it's going to have LEDs, and it's going to go eventually. I've got this I still got to get out of the box. I want to get this hung up somewhere. This is a PlayStation 3 display monitor. You guys have seen it before. I've got my Sony Bravia over here. My next to last TV I'm going to show you guys. But this is one we've had for a long time. I actually got this TV. I got my PS4 for like $200. I think you guys have probably seen those deals before. Paid $200 for the TV and like $600 for this, or $800. I don't remember. It was very inexpensive. It was a great deal. Best Buy Thanksgiving thing. Anyways, I got the PS3 over here running because it's 3D. Pick this up. Look at this. It's missing the piece that goes obviously in the middle there, but the U-Force. I bought this at a thrift store for $5. How cool is that? Anyways, and then I got my Game Gear down there, a bunch of Game Boys, a PS3 Slim that I've recapped and all that. It's not recapped, but whatever it is, the thermal paste, and cleaned it. We got more plush. Look at that. Taz, Pink Panther, Garfield. Look at all these guys. You got my Zurg up there. Ninja Turtle. It is awesome. You guys have seen these before. These are my letters from Nintendo, and they're deep. There's like 2 or 3 different letters in each one of these things. So I've had them framed. I have something else really cool coming that I just sent out to get framed that is gonna blew my mind when she asked me if I was interested in just having it. Caleb, if you ever watch this came from your last Whatnot thing, I think it was. My wife surprised it with me, so let's all give a praise out to Kristen for being awesome. This I got at a garage sale. This I got from one of Kristen's friends, brand new. Over here, as we continue on around, Sega Scope 3D system, the action set. Kristen got me that, and then everything else that we're gonna hit on is gonna be, well, first, let's look at this. I picked this up off of Whatnot. I have never seen anything like this before. It is old. It is somewhere on here, like 1990s. But you can see right here, made in Taiwan. I don't know. It said 90s on here somewhere, unless I'm Mandela affecting it, or I don't know. But anyways, and then I bought these really cool displays for magazines. So I've got like comics, Jurassic Park, all these comics when I was a kid. I don't collect comics, so these are literally old like me. I got some down there underneath, some strategy guides. And then over here, I got my Sega Visions up top, some coloring books, some more stuff from when I was a kid. These Xbox ones are fairly new. The Nintendo Powers, those, I mean, most of this, 90% of this is all from when I was a kid. Those have records. How cool is that? Those Gremlin ones? Fire. Love it. Okay. Let's see. Let's move into the middle of the room. So the middle of the room, we have this here. I bought this because I have Guitar Hero guitars. I also play guitar, so I needed a place to store a couple guitars. You'll see I have one of my guitars chilling right here. This is our Fender 12-string acoustic, and I got the blue one downstairs, a 6-string. Anyways, we have this Bose stereo that's just chilling here right now that I picked up. A couple laser discs, some books. But anyways, I bought that just to sit here so I can have some tunes playing. Joanne Fabric. They went out of business, sadly. Another thing from my childhood is no more, but not entirely, because this came from a Joanne Fabric. I had a thing actually there, which is that black thing that you guys remember from the other game room, and I had a tall, skinny spinner thing that I picked from somebody up. It just broke. So I'm like, well, good thing I bought this. I paid $50 from it. Came with all the pegs. You can see it still has some of the stuff on it right there. I don't know what that was. Something, I don't know. But anyways, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I have all my, these are mine from when I was a kid. Remember seeing these hanging around the room. I may put things around the room still. I've got a crud ton of Hot Wheels that I have to hang up in here because I couldn't have them in my office anymore. So they're here at the house. But anyways, we got all these up in here. Go around to my favorite side, Jurassic Park. All my original on-card, minty, crispy, clean. Those are new, but these are all OG. Congo, all my original Congo. Got the full set of those. I think I'm missing one Land of the Lost dude. Coming around over here, this was part of the reason I got this, is because I wanted a place to store controllers, cables, wires, anything I need to get quick access to if I'm just going to put consoles, and then when I want to hook them up, go over here and be like, okay, here's the TurboGrafx, here's the NES, here's the Genesis, or the controllers at least. This side will be the same way too. We've got, you know, who remembers this? You guys probably don't even know what this is. I'll show you that in a minute. Anyways, you got more controllers. We got our Justifier, the Zapper, the best PlayStation gun ever by Namco, because it also gives you the PlayStation hookup and the Saturn hookup. And it has the splitter as well. Anyway, so there's that. Got my Crew, World of Nintendo from Universal. That's another blanket. And moving back over here, let's get into the actual game room. Okay, so now that we're actually kind of going around the perimeter of the room, let's go into the actual game room itself. Over here, well, I'll tell you what, let's start at the front. So if you start at the front, now I don't know how I'm going to keep these things. What I wanted to do was generational, start old and continue to work my way new. But obviously that didn't happen. I just started putting things on the shelf. It is what it is. Up here, we have the entire set of Virtual Boy with the exception of one. You can imagine which one I'm probably missing. Yeah. But I'm not going to give up hope. The only reason I don't have it is not because I don't want to buy it. I don't have it because I can't find it. And I don't want to buy it on eBay. I want to buy it like from somebody I know or a convention. I really don't want to buy it off of eBay. That's just how I feel about it. That said, we have the only loose Genesis games. I don't like them loose. I'm perturbed by it. I've got 32X, couple loose, Sega Master loose. But that's it. I even had a Game Genie loose. And as you can see, I also recently picked up a boxed Game Genie. So, but there's two different variants for the Genesis. I didn't know that. There's one with a silver label and one with a gold label. I think it's just different versions. I don't think there's anything special to one over another. But I'm going to flip the camera and we're going to look at the Genesis. The Master System. Here we go. We got, and I could buy Master Systems, but they're always missing their manuals. I don't understand that. I'm not going to buy it without the manual. So, you know what I mean? Like, I bought this one at Rad Weekend, but the rest of these came from a gentleman that I bought the huge Sega collection from. If you're watching, thank you still for the awesome games. I love having these in the collection. Moving on from there, my vast variety of Sega 32X games. Yes, I have two Golfs, I know. One of them is factory sealed. The other one has been opened. It doesn't have a lot of value to it being opened or not, so whatever, I'm not going to cry about, oh, I got to get rid of it, so I only have one. But I have all of these, and then I have these up here, obviously. Somewhere up here is my 32X box. I don't know where I put it. I feel like we just looked at it. Oh, I think, man, I don't know, we'll figure it out. Anyways, Genesis. I haven't sorted through it yet. If you look here, they're all massive. You know, you got Buck Rogers next to The Tick and Tailspins and Comic Zone, right? Like none of these are actually in any real order right now. There's some heaviers in here, but for the most part, they're all out of order. So I couldn't tell you where, if you were like, hey, do you have this one? Like here's Truxton, right? Like I don't know where all of them are hiding at, but they're all in here, you know, and I'm still growing because, as you know, I'm going for the full set. I'm going to need more of these cabinets because, let's face it, there's still room for grow, and I have to have room for them. The Wii U is down there. That's the variety of the Wii U so far. We got more boxes here, Starlink, my Dreamcast, all the yellow one's the one, only Switch Lite I'm missing. I have the Zelda one you saw. I have these three, so I'm just really missing the light yellow. Over here, we have High School Musical, an Xbox box for a console I do not have, PS5, the Among Us Ejected Edition. This has been opened. What was in here is what you saw over there on the top up there, that World of Nintendo case game. And so anyways, here's all the Switch games that I own. And it's a good variety. I'm not going for Switch, so I'm like catering it, I guess you could say. It's a catered edition or collection. But I do have a lot of factory sealed ones that I haven't even got around to opening. If you guys have never played Broforce, you got to play it. That is hilarious game to play. What else is in here? Like, I've never played this before. I heard it was a good, like, walking, scary kind of thing. Tunic. I played this on the PS5. Super fun, but this one's sealed. I'm going to leave it sealed. Just got this literally the other day from Atari. I pre-ordered it like months ago because I don't do digital. So I'm going to play that eventually here. What else is up here? There's just a lot of really great games. Here is the N64 collection. It is definitely growing. Wii, definitely growing. Probably the only really cool one that I just picked up is, where's the J's? Right here. The Grudge, another survival horror game. And so anyways, that completes Switch, 64, Wii, Master, 32X, Game Gear. And as we carry on my way, we have boxes. We have this in the box. My Wii U, my Wii, the 2 Time Crises, big boxes, complete with guns, games, all that stuff in there. This is kind of a hodgepodge, so I feel bad showing you this, but I'm going to show you it anyways. We have all my Blu-ray movies up here, because I love physical media. We have all my DVDs. We have a couple of VHS sneaking in here. More DVDs, and then VHS is down here. But a lot of sealed, because I love VHS, but I also like collecting it sealed. Like Kristen just got me this from somebody. Dinosaurs. Who doesn't remember dinosaurs? Look at that. Factory sealed. I'm so excited to have that. And the rest of these are like all sealed in here. I know what you did last summer. Ghost Ship. All these are sealed in here. Lost in Space. These are really cool. Look at these. These are the widescreen special edition. But what's really cool about these is right here. They were all blockbuster value prices, but you can see they all have, where is it at? You can see right here on the back, they have the watermarks. So these were never rented. These aren't like previously previewed. That's cool. If you were a blockbuster nerd and a Star Wars nerd, you'd be flipping out over that. These are factory sealed as well. All my favorite Jurassic Park stuff, as we've seen, Congo, The Mask. Anyways, VHS, all that shelf there. Moving on. Heard it to the grapevine. And then we got NES, my favorite console, probably to collect for, just because it resonates the hardest with me. Another reason why I love watching Riff and Ricky on the NES Pursuit, to collect and happily watch them religiously in their adventures to collect this stuff. Even Rick, Retro Rick, because I think we all resonate with this the most, because this was like your system as a kid. Maybe not so much with Rick, maybe more so with Riff, and Ricky, obviously. But that said, I got some good ones in here. I'm going for full sets. My set is not growing anywhere near as fast as other people's, but there's some big ones in here, obviously. We've got, I don't know, where is it at? I do not have Little Samson. I am still hunting for it. I do find it from time to time, but I'm not spending more than about $1,600, maybe $1,800 for it on the loose. Not going no $2,000-$3,000 that I see some people shoot it up to. I'll find it eventually, but anyways, there's big ones in here. I bought some from Jake, actually talking about Jake again, when I was at Rad Week, and he had Wacky Races. That's in here somewhere. That's probably one of the heavier ones that I have, but anyways, it's somewhere in here because they're not even sorted yet either. Anyways, let's move on. Oh, there's my 32X box and my Model 3 box and my Uncharted favorite, probably video game, one of my top 5 of all time, not 3, just Uncharted in general. I picked this up recently because I believe the Wii U is going to be like the NES top loader. I could be wrong. Be very valuable. Power set, minty. My Xbox collection. Who doesn't love the Xbox? I don't understand why so many people don't collect for Xbox. This is a killer system, and it is a inexpensive system to collect for. I think, do I have some over here? No, this is 360. This is like literally all my Xbox stuff so far is on this side here. It's a lot, don't get me wrong. These I had to move somewhere else. I don't collect for Xbox, like the Xbox One. I don't get behind it. I didn't really show the top over here. Let's go back over here. Xbox 360, the case or box for the Halo helmet that you saw on the other side. Big Game Hunter, and look at that McDonald's lunchbox. Come on. And Kristen got me that as well as that one. But look at this. The Wii U bowling ball. When have you seen that? Okay, we're nearing the end, I think. Challenge set in the orange box, the best one in my opinion. Picked these up at a garage sale earlier this year. Brand new, minty. I mean, I'm talking brand new. I shouldn't say minty. These are new. PS2. That's just the case. And then we have here Saturn. Love the Sega Saturn. I'm going for long box PS1s, so we're working on that. This is Sega CD. And then we move into PS5. More PS5 again. It's like the Switch. It's a curated collection. PS4, again, it's going to be basically curated. I'm not going out hunting. You guys have seen these before. These are, one of them is brand new, Warlords. A couple of them actually might be new. This is all my SNES stuff. Oh, look at that one. That I got. That's definitely the heaviest one of the Super Nintendo collection, but that's my Super Nintendo. Let's look at the end cap real quick here. We've got Game Gear. Love the Game Gear. We've got music CDs because, again, I'm telling you, licensing agreements go away and then you can't listen to your music. We have PlayStation 1 games. And over here, we have more PlayStation 1 games. That's the entire collection that I have so far. Going for full. Atari Lynx. Did not go for that. That came with the system. I bought these. You guys have seen these in a previous video. These were all boxed from a friend of my wife's. They were her kids. Jack to have all those. This is actually a really fun game. Moving over here. We're almost done. A couple Switch cases. This is beautiful condition. It's not minty, but it's darn close to it. In the box, you got this Switch that Kristen won on Whatnot. How many Switches do I have? Take a guess. Put me down below. Tell me what you think about how many Switches I own. And that's why the Switch, in my opinion, does not deserve to be the best-selling console of all time, because it is way too many people like me out there that have way too many versions and you only need one. Sega Menacer. Brand new, basically. Moving on. Xbox 360. It is not just this shelf. It is over here as well. It goes top to bottom. And then it crawled over here, and then we have GameCube. This is the variety of the GameCube collection. It's not massive. I am going for full set, but GameCube people, y'all be crazy how much money you throw at that system. The amount of money I can throw into a GameCube game, I can buy multiples of Xbox and keep filling that selection up. 3DO hiding down there. Love the 3DO, but that's all I have so far. I just showed you guys over here. Over here, look at this. Mine as a kid. Who from Michigan, if you are, remembers Huckleberry Railroad in Flint. PS5 box, my Destiny box, my Super Nintendo, the Power Pad. You don't see them like this. You don't see, I'm telling you, when you see the Power Pad, it is in the white box, which came in this box right here, right? So if I open this up, look what you see right there. That is the Power Pad. That's the box everybody sees. That came inside of this. That box, you had to buy the Power Pad separate. That's not easy to find. And over here we got the PS2. I don't know why I have my Mac box up here, my studio. Oh, look at these. Kristen, I don't remember where we got these. Maybe she'll tell me. These are cross stitch. These are brand new, never used. She got this from one of her friends. Look at these, 5 1/4. When people are talking about floppy disks, that's a floppy. Here how it flops. Defender, Radio Shack software, and then I had to pick this up. I saw a video recent on this. I was dying. This is Babysitting Mama. This is the remote control. Comes with the game, but look at this. It looks like it's in a crib. Hilarious. Anyways, moving on from there. Almost done. PlayStation 2, moving down. My very small PlayStation 3 library because I'm only going for 3D games. And then over here, PlayStation 2, all the way to the floor. In my collection, there's over 3,500 games. And the crazy thing is the PS2 selection, full library, is almost 2,000. I could have a full set of PlayStation 2 games right now. I could have a full set of PlayStation 2 and NES, but then I wouldn't have some of these other things that are in here. And I like to collect all these, and I want to collect them all. Anyways, that said, I really hope you guys had a good time walking around the game room. I can't wait to get in and just keep adding more to this collection. This has been the most enjoyable, fun. Oh, and show you guys this. This is my heavy hitter on the PS2. I just found out there was a CD for this. I'm going to try to see if I can find the CD without going to eBay, because people on eBay be wanting $300 for the CD. But, oh, and I forgot this. I don't think I forgot this. No, I'm not going to show you this. This is going to come in another video. Hey, guys, we are into another day. You can tell I changed my shirt. I was realizing this morning as I was getting ready to upload these videos to the computer, I didn't finish the game room tour. I got so distracted. So let's keep going with what's behind me that I completely forgot about. I started, and I think maybe what happened was I got distracted with Caleb's thing here, but these are my Turbo Graphics right here, and some CDs mixed in there as well. Like you can see, this is one of the super CDs, the Prince of Persia. I have another one that isn't the super, but it is a CD somewhere in here. Where is it? Oh, right here. Addams Family, that's a CD. So anyways, and then we move into Dreamcast all the way through. Beautiful copy. I had to pay up for that, I hate saying, but I just really wanted to play it and nobody had it. More Dreamcast, DS, 3DS, down to my PSP, all the way there at the very, very bottom. Love my PSP. I got some loose ones, I think, in this thing as well. I don't collect loose. You guys know that. It just, they were what came with it. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys had a great time walking around the game room. One thing I will tell you that eventually I'm going to do in this game room, I am without a doubt going to, up here around the ceiling rim, I'm going to put my Hot Wheels cars, because like I said, whatever. And then I've got LEDs I'm going to get installed. I'm going to have a company come in. We're going to put RGB all the way around this room. The other thing I'm thinking about doing, tell me down below, what do you think about it? I've seen people do it. It's called cloud lighting. You basically make your ceiling look like clouds, and you have LED strips, and it like zigzags, and it's like lightning up there. Tell me down below, how many switches do I have? Do you think cloud lighting is something I should look into? What do you think about the game room? And are you happy to have me back? Because I'm happy and excited to be back. I'll see you guys next time right here on the channel.
Press start, let the adventures unfold. Retro Game Fan.